Welcome everyone. Thank you very much. And how are you doing? Okay, great. So now I'm talking about this theme, the miraculous power of the Dharma of the right mind. It means I'm talking about this book. This is a fundamental one for us to learn, okay? And then I don't show you my own one because it's like this. This is not the first one, the second one for me, because I read this book every day, twice a day, like that. Then, first I will show you some testimony. Here we go. Okay, a woman in the 50s, she said, I go to Happy Science Temple every day. Every time I get in the prayer hall, I feel my body lightened up. And I feel so calm in mind when I am reciting the Dharma of the right mind. After the prayer, a feeling of gratitude comes up to my mind, and that makes me feel evil thought in my mind completely removed. That is one of testimony. Yes. Then, second one. A man in the 30s. He said, since I joined Happy Science a few months ago and started reciting the Dharma of the right mind every day, I have changed my mind to be positive. I feel my mind healed because I am encouraged to overcome my worries by coming up with the idea like, even if I get failed, I will have next chance. I cannot help but believing the virtue of reciting it to realize how I have changed my mind. So, then another testimony like this, many we have through the reciting Dharma of the right mind every day. 60-year-old woman has recovered from cancer. And 27-year-old man has been cured AIDS, HIV, you know. 81-year-old woman has solved a serious arthritis. 70th man has been cured his leukemia. Surprising, right? Also, 47-year-old woman has solved a serious melancholia. That means depression. Then, 37-year-old man succeeded in rebuilding his company from bankrupt. We have many examples. So, what you can get from reciting Sutra every day. Here you go. 3 benefits you can get. 3 kinds of benefits. Benefits you can get from reciting the Dharma of the right mind is, first one is, of course, peace of mind. Every cause of trouble comes from you cannot control your emotion. If you can control your emotion very well, you can be happier and happier. That is the first benefit from reciting the Dharma of the right mind every day. Because this book, written by Master Ryuho Okawa, he can get words from heaven, from the source. Then he writes down it directly. That means this book consists of magical words. Then, second benefit you will get is here, free from fear or anxiety of death. Because everybody doesn't understand what happened after death. But if you recite this sutra every day, you can understand what happened after death. And not only that, what you have been thinking right now will determine where you go. Then you can focus on controlling your mind. That's why, adjust your mindset. That's why that is the second benefit. And third one is, love yourself, others, and God, Buddha. So, critical point for the modern people. Almost all problems comes from relationship. Then, especially the modern people don't know how to love others and how to understand others. Through reading this sutra every day, you can understand how to love yourself, others, and not only that, God. Master Okawa told us 90% of your suffering or setbacks or problems comes from love and hate problems. That's why you need to learn. So you can get the 3 benefits from the reciting this sutra every day. Then I will show you the master's lecture first to understand more.
Since there are over 500 books in Japanese that I have authored in circulation, gaining a full understanding of all those teachings would not be an easy task. So, I have compiled the most basic tenets of happy science into one book, Buddha's Teachings, the Dharma of the Right Mind. Those who have pledged devotion to the 3 treasures are given the 3 books of sutras and prayers, the Dharma of the Right Mind, Prayer Book 1 and Prayer Book 2. To new members, we give new member version copies of the Dharma of the Right Mind, which only contains words of truth, the Dharma of the Right Mind, prayer to the Lord, and prayer to guardian and guiding spirits. I wrote this sutra by hand, but it was not created out of my head. This may sound strange to you, but my hand was nothing more than the conduit for transferring the words of my subconscious to paper. The whole book of sutras was written by the automatic writing. The words that I am sharing with you here were received directly from heaven. The same holds true for the laws of the sun, which is the first book of our basic teachings, as well as for the golden laws. They were all written by automatism. In that sense, there is light or spiritual power in the words of the sutras. The words themselves have spiritual power. The Dharma of the Right Mind is the truth that has come directly from the consciousness of Shakyamuni in today's language. While there are many teachings in happy science, this single sutra contains the main points of what I would like to teach you. First, let me talk a little about the merit of this sutra. In recent years, many people have joined happy science and received new member copies of the Dharma of the Right Mind. I promise that all of the members of happy science, excluding those who are only nominal, will assuredly go to heaven after death, as long as they live their lives according to the new member version sutra containing the Dharma of the Right Mind, prayer to the Lord, and prayer to guardian and guiding spirits, and as long as they understand and agree with the teachings of happy science and have a degree of faith.
賛同する気持ちがあって、ある程度信仰心があって会員になっておられるという方であれば、
I will absolutely assure you that you will return to heaven.
天上界、天国と言ってもよろしいですけども、天上界には絶対お返しいた
This
します
is the promise that I make to you. I promise you that if you are a member of Happy Science, you will not fall down to hell. I cannot comment on what other religions can do for you. This depends on which religion you choose. However, I tell you that those who live their lives as members of Happy Science will, as a rule, go to heaven. Of course, with this promise comes a degree of responsibility, of which I am happy to take. Know that the guiding spirits of Happy Science are ready to protect and guide you to heaven. We have another type of membership called the devotee to the three treasures. In ancient India, from which it came, the believers chanted, Bhattam Saranam Gacchami, I take refuge in Buddha. If this oath to devotion to the three treasures was heard, they became devotees to the three treasures, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha.
サンガですね、相談、これは教団ですね、帰依すると、この3つに帰依する、3つの宝、三宝に帰依しますという誓いを立てたというのを三期誓願と言いますけども。
Originally, it was not so difficult to be a devotee to the three treasures.
難しいものではございませんでして、
So there is not so much difference between members and devotees. Devotees to the three treasures are those who have committed themselves to the path of the Bodhisattva. They have attained a degree of enlightenment and work for the benefit of the world and their fellow man. Those awakened people are called devotees. Thus, passing through the doorway of Happy Science is enough to assure you a place in heaven. After crossing the threshold, though, our members strive, study, and engage on the true path of discipleship. They study texts of the truth and practice meditation to attain the state of mind of the Arhat. The state of Arhat is a state in which all of the rust in the mind is washed away, resulting in a transparent state, in which you can receive the light of the guardian and guiding spirits in heaven. To achieve this state of mind, you need to study the truth in depth and practice concentrating the mind. As you go to the branch temples and shojas to reflect, meditate, and pray, your mind will become clearer and clearer. Imagine a dirty window. You cannot see out of it, neither can someone on the other side see in. However, if you clean all the dirt off, you can see both the inside and outside of the glass clearly. This state is the state of Arhat, and to attain this state is the first goal of the Buddhist spiritual training. As the years of your life pass, a layer of spiritual dirt slowly builds up on the window of your mind. You get used to it and accept it as the way things are, not realizing that your ability to receive light has suffered greatly, as the window of your mind has slowly been caked with dirt. What happens then if your mind is less transparent? I mentioned that there are guardian spirits. These are, in fact, a part of your own soul. Modern psychology and medicine do not understand this, so they call it the subconscious mind. In contrast, the part of your mind that you think is your own is what is called the conscious mind. Here at Happy Science, we refer to the subconscious part of our soul as brother or sister souls, or guardian spirit.
守護霊とかいう言葉を使っているんですね。
This subconscious part occupies about 90% of the soul,
90% 近くありますよと。
but we usually live our lives unaware of
知ら
this.
ないで生活してますよと。でこの部分
As I mentioned before,
先ほど言った
the
根ガラスが
window
曇ってい
of
る
your mind accumulates dirt throughout the course of your
生活している
life.
うちに曇りがあると
As this happens,
天上界からですね
your brother or sister souls in heaven will become unable to send you advice and
通
light.
らなくなってくるんですね。薄汚れてくると通らなくなる。でです
By
から
joining happy
世界の中に入って
science
修行
and practicing the
して
teachings therein, you can clean off all of this dirt or dust,
直接
thereby allowing the advice and light sent by your guardian spirit to reach you.
なったりするような状態になることがあります。
This state is called arhat.
ですから少女で
As you repeatedly participate in retreats and seminars, at the Shoshinkan, Miraikan, or other shojas,
そういうところで
your mind will grow more and more
研
transparent.
修とやっていますうちにだんだんこれ透明度が増してきまして、あるいは気が
As you repeatedly take Kigan
映
prayers,
し始めてきて
you will find yourself able to communicate with your guardian spirit and receive
で
guidance.
守護霊に力が
Should the power of your guardian spirit ever prove insufficient, a being that we call a guiding spirit will help you. Guiding spirits are beings with specialized knowledge about a certain subject, such as business or medicine.
そういう人が指導してくださるようになる。
In any
こういう
case,
状態になる
you
の
can
が
receive guidance from a guiding spirit who is skilled in the subject you are struggling with.
なってくるということですね。これは個人としての自
This
己確
is the
立
path of self-establishment and finding your true self.
修行ですね。ただこれで
There is a philosophy in Buddhism that states that attaining the state of arhat is sufficient,
この荒川の状態になった
and that attaining this state is synonymous with attaining enlightenment.
であったんですけれども、ただそ
The
れだけでは
problem here
と言い
is
ますか
that at this state, there is no way that we can bring salvation to the masses.
世間の多くの人たちは
Most people go through their lives without knowledge of the
そういう
truth.
真実を知らない人たちを目覚めさせ
We
る
have a noble task laid upon our shoulders
というのを
in working to open the eyes of
明
those
かりが
who
ない
live
状態
in
の中
darkness.
で手探りで生きている人たちを目覚めさせる貴重な仕事が
This work of
これは菩薩
salvation
業と言われる
is known as the work of the Bodhisattva. I hope you will pledge devotion to the three treasures and walk the path of the Bodhisattva as a seeker of the truth.
そういう方が活動
As the number of these people increases,
の中の
good will advance farther to stop evil of this world.
力になっていくというふうに思います。ですから会員でない人は
Therefore, I invite all of you to become members of Happy Science. To those who are members, I extend an invitation to become devotees to the three treasures and active supporters of our movement.
All right, thank you very much. That's clear message indeed. So I will tell you the 3 points of Master's lecture. The first one is the Dharma of the right mind condenses the teachings of happy science and has ultimate spiritual power. That's true. Because this book, as I told you, consists of the magical words from heavenly world. He got inspiration from the source, then write down that. That's why, if you read it, as I introduce you, many miracles happen to you. That is the first one, okay, first point he mentioned. So, second one, you are promised to go to heaven by reciting Dharma of the right mind to put into practice in daily life. Please be careful. If you just get this one, it's not a promise to go heaven, okay? Read it through and understand. Not only that, practice the teachings inside in daily life so you can polish your soul, refine your mind. That's why you can go back to heaven, because the place where you will go back will be determined by what you have been thinking. how much you can control your mind. That will determine where you go. That's why, through reading, reciting this sutra every day, you can polish your soul and practice it. That means you can adjust your mindset from lower one to higher one. Because your mind is just like radio station. You have specific vibration that will determine what you will listen and what you will be advised, called inspiration. Then, not only having this and reciting it, but also please practice it. That is a promise. You can go back to heaven. So, not only just believe in the one person, but also reciting the practice it. Then, third point. The Dharma of the right mind helps you to enhance the state of enlightenment to become an angel. That means, through reading this sutra and practice it, as I told you, you can polish and refine your mind. That means you are on the way to become an angel, living angel in this world. What do you mean the angel? You know that? An angel means who can love others without expecting anything in return. You can be that existence. So, I have to explain about arhat he mentioned. Arhat is, here you go. The state of arhat is a state in which all of the lust in the mind is washed away, resulting in a transparent state in which you can receive the light of the guardian, the guiding spirits in heaven. That means, if you polish your soul, refine your mind, through reciting this sutra, you can get inspiration and inspire them by them and get unshakable mind. That's why you can get higher inspiration. So, the Dharma of the right mind mainly consists of three parts. First part is faith, and second part is practice. Third part is pledge to become an angel. I will explain these points. The first part, the faith, and then I will read this the part faith first. It goes, in the great universe is light, and the light is the life of Buddha. By that life, humans live. By that life, history is made. Life is eternal and universal. Universal light shines forth, illuminating the earth. It is the light of heaven, a rainbow of 7 colors, bridging earth and the sky, spreading the mercy of Buddha. Yellow, the color of law, is the teachings. White, the color of love, is salvation. Red, the color of justice, defeats evil. Purple, the color of order, is reverence. Blue, the color of reason, is thought. Green, the color of nature, is harmony. And silver, the color of science, is progress. All the 7 colors merge, brightening the land of Buddha. The land of Buddha is governed by the bodhisattvas of 7-colored light. This is the land of love and mercy. This is the land of wisdom and law. It is the land of the soul. Like this. Okay. Light is a key word, because it says In the great universe is light, and the light is the light of Buddha. This light is just not the physical light, like this, okay? Light that including wisdom, the will to create utopia in this world, and the creative energy that made all souls, the strong power. So, all creation of all human souls, our Father of souls. From the source, that is the light. We are created by the divine light. That's what he wants to say first. If you can believe in that, that means you have faith. That means light means loving power. That's why you need to accept the source, whatever you call, God, Buddha, Allah. He always loves you, regardless of your gender, nation, religious identity. He loves you very much. That is the first point. So this light, as the sutra said, that consists of 7 colored light. Then sometimes the light from heaven descended this earth as a humankind. Then preach the law. For example, white color, so that is the soul of Jesus Christ. And that is a love light, loving light. And red, that is a light of Moses, defeats evil, justice. Purple, governed by Confucius, the soul of Confucius. That means the reverence or order. And, for example, silver, the color of science, governed by the soul of Newton. That is, they are living in the 9th dimensional world. Then they are called God sometimes. That's why okay? So Jesus Christ preached the love, and Moses preached the justice, and Confucius preached the order or reverence, and the Newton contribute himself to develop this society through the science, explore science. Then they represent one of each of them represent his own law. That's why sometimes religious conflicts happened. Then this time, El Cantare coming here to become a bridge between religions. Then this sutra explained that. If you can contemplate on the meaning of this sutra, you can understand the difference between religions, and you can become a bridge between religions. That is a fundamental way to make this world very peaceful. So, like this. What is your law? That is the next issue. What is human being? Souls are children of Buddha, it says. That means we are connected to each other. Then every person, without exception, comes from God's light. And meaning everybody has divine nature within. You have the same power as God has. That's what he wants to say, saying children of Buddha. You can say that children of God, children of Allah, whatever you call, that's the same meaning. The children of Buddha are human beings, and human beings are spiritual beings. That means the soul is immortal intelligence, the soul is imperishable energy, the soul is all and everything. Yes, your original divine nature has infinite power. Please have confidence, strong self-confidence about that. Believe in that. But be careful. The physical body is the shadow of the soul. The shadow means this world is very temporary. Very temporary. It says the mind is the boatman. Physical body is the shadow of the soul. Its body has like worldly desires and emotion. But if you can control the physical body like boat, you can become greater through experience in this world. But sometimes there is a lock. There is a lock. That means it says worldly desires or attachment. If you hit against a rock, the physical body, the boat will broken. That means you can get suffering setbacks. That's why you need to remove your attachment or control your worldly desires. It is very hard to remove the big rock. At that time, you need to control your boat. Okay. Then, Dharma, that is teachings. So that will direct you to right way. That is the first part about God and humankind. Then second part is practice, the how to practice it into this world. It goes, it is a land of the soul. Souls are children of Buddha. Children of Buddha are human beings, and the human beings are spiritual beings. The soul is immortal intelligence. Soul is imperishable energy. So, and then the Dharma is the Buddha's teachings. Buddha attained enlightenment and preached the law, which became a sea of treasure. This treasure is what Dharma truly is. The Dharma is truth, the crystal of Buddha's compassion that makes human life shine brighter. From now on, no one will be lost on their way in life. The guiding hand has now been raised. Go forward following this white hand. Life is not confined to this lifetime alone. 3 phases exist in life. The time of the past, the present and the future. Although the past is already gone, the mistakes you made in your mind still remain. Therefore, try to understand others and reflect upon your thoughts and deeds. You are not separate from others, but are one. All are brothers and sisters, the children of Buddha. So love each other, nurture each other, and forgive each other. This is the eternal law, the light that shines in the darkness, through the present and the future. The darkness of this world is hell. The darkness of the other world is also hell. Since we came to this earth, the sun of truth has been rising. The sun that has just risen is the light to illuminate the future, the guide to the land of Buddha. From this point on, there will be no discord on earth, no distress on earth, no evil deeds on earth, no evil spirits on earth, no devils in the next world. It will be an ideal world when utopia is realized. Everyone will love each other, cherish each other, and trust each other. That means this is the essential wisdom for human beings to realize true happiness in life. There are 4 essential truths in this second part. Okay? First one is eternal life and reincarnation. The second, self-reflection. Third, God nature and love. And fourth point is realization of utopia. Okay, oops. So, eternal life and reincarnation. That means, it says, the life is not confined to this lifetime alone. 3 phases exist in life. Time of the past, the present, and the future. That means you have been given eternal life from God, by God. Then, if you realize that, this world will become a school. Okay, sometimes people think this world is like a prison. So God has punished us like that. But I don't think so. We don't think so. We don't believe in that. We believe this world is school to develop your soul and to be closer to God. That is the eternal truth you need to learn. Then, second one, self-reflection. To be closer to God, you need self-reflection. Self-reflection doesn't mean punishment. Self-reflection means you need to realize that the specific wrong way of thinking or way of behavior, then that will make you unhappy. So you need to know that tendency of your soul. If you realize the wrong way of thinking or wrong way of behavior, you need to correct it through self-reflection. That's why we show you the one of seminars that called Eightfold Path. Then, God, nature, and love. When you practice self-reflection, you need to know, you need to recognize, I have God nature within. Then it says, you are not separate from others but are one. All are brothers and sisters, the children of Buddha. So love each other, nurture each other, and forgive each other. Everybody has been given eternal life and divine nature within. You realize that through the reflection, and you can love others, understand others. Understand is the key point to recognize your divine nature within. So that means through recognize God nature within, you can love others and you can understand others. Love means understand others. When you can understand others, you can love others. That's why this is also training to practice it into daily life. So then finally, we can realize, build up utopia on earth. What is the utopia? What is the utopia? It says, the darkness of this world, the other world, is also hell. Since we came to this earth, the sun of truth has been rising. The sun that has just risen is the light to illuminate the future, the guide to the land of Buddha. From this point on, there will be no discord on earth, no distrust on earth, no evil deeds on earth, no evil spirits on earth, no devils in the next world. It will be an ideal world when utopia is realized. Everyone will love each other, cherish each other, and trust each other. That is the state of the utopia. Utopia is not the fixed one. Okay? That is the action you will take. Love, cherish, and trust each other. State of mind. When you can love, understand others, you can get peace of mind. But when you cannot understand others, when you cannot love others, your mind will become very shakeable, right? That's why you need to know the importance of this sentence. When utopia is realized, everyone will love each other, cherish each other, and trust each other. That is a goal, to get state of mind called bodhisattva, as he said. the third part of this sutra. It goes, we are all Bosats of light who convey this message. Light is the only true existence. Love is the only true existence. Truth is the only true existence. We Bosats of light, uniting and combining our strength, now pledge to live with the right mind as a principle and with the Dharma as law. So, the pledge is to become Bodhisattva. We call it Bosatsu. Bosatsu means angel. The same meaning, basically. This is a pledge to become Bodhisattva, Bosatsu, or angel. As I told you, the definition of angel is who can give love to others without expecting anything in return. So, we pledge to become the Lord angels who helps Lord El Cantare to spread the truth all over the world to save all humankind. Because as you know, if you learn this truth very enthusiastically, you can become an angel. We need more angels. That's why you need to learn this truth more, and not only that, we are recruiter of angels. So you need to look for other angels to make this world very peaceful. Then I think you are the one of candidates to become an angel. Then please start from this pledge to become an angel. Alright? This is the basic teachings, but as Master told us, so this is not only the pledge, okay? So you need practice it. That's why you can polish your soul, refine your mind to become an angel. Then we have many examples, but which one you'd like to listen? Yes? Number? Number 2, okay. Okay. I will show you what happened to him, okay? This is a letter from Japan, Tokyo, Japan. Then this is a letter from him. Good news. So, 27 years old man, one day found a rash all over his body. He went to the hospital to see the doctor. After the checkup, he was diagnosed with AIDS, HIV. So it was a critical situation for him because his illness was getting worse much faster than ordinary patients with AIDS. He was so depressed and felt like dying. He even could not use his health insurance for adequate medical care because he was overseas as an international student. Since he was diagnosed with AIDS, he could not sleep at night. He stayed in his room all day long. But one day, he met a Happy Science member. He explained about his critical situation. The member took him to the temple to join Happy Science and recommended him to recite the Dharma of the right mind every day. He then deliberately recited the Dharma of the right mind every day. After a few days, he was astonished that his condition was getting better. And 1 month later, the checkup showed that he was HIV negative. That means cured. So the doctor had never seen a case like this before and took a blood sample from him for further study. This result comes from his effort to read this book and understand, contemplate on. Not only read out loud. Try to understand. Try to practice it every day. Then he got great news. That is a process. Okay? All right, I can introduce one more. Okay. Which one you like? Last example. Okay. All right, the businessman who got prosperity. And a 37-year-old businessman miraculously succeeded in rebuilding his bankrupt company by reciting Dharma of the Right Mind. His name is Robert, one of our members in Uganda, Africa. He was running his business by himself, and his business was serving so well. He was wealthy enough to get a big house and sometimes take his family on holidays overseas. But 1 year before he met Happy Science, his business suddenly declined and finally his company went bankrupt. He had to sell his house. He could not send his children to school, and gradually he was running out money to buy food. He and his family began to starve. Finally, his wife demanded to get a divorce. He was so depressed and lost. But one day, when he met his friend, he was given the monthly magazine of Happy Science. When he read it, he thought, this is it. This teaching will save me. He became a member of Happy Science without hesitation and received a prayer book. He began to recite all day long, all of the sutras and prayers again and again. His wife harshly blamed him for praying at home all day long instead of trying to find a job. But he didn't stop reciting the Dharma of the Right Mind. When 7 days had passed since he had started reciting the prayer all day long, he really realized that God was always watching over him and was trying to help him even though he was bankrupt. He thought, it was me who forgot God, and he repented his attitude. Then, at that moment of thought, a phone call came to him. It was his younger brother who had been away from him for a long time. His brother said, I got to know you are in depression because of your business. I will support you with funds to help put your company back on its feet. He could not believe that what he had heard, but that he received the funds. With the funds supported by his brother, he could rebuild his business soon and strive more to expand to other fields as he learned and practiced Happy Science teachings. Now, he is still expanding his business and contributing to spreading the teachings of Happy Science in Uganda and the neighboring countries. So what do you think? Why they got these miracles? The point is, as I told you every time in this Sunday service, the laws of same wavelength attraction. Okay? When you read this sutra and try to understand, try to contemplate on the sentences, including this book, you can polish your soul and reflect yourself and understand others. That's why you can attract higher vibration. In this world, you got many rust or dust in this world. You need to wash them away from your mind every day. So you can make your vibration higher and higher. The more you read it, the higher you make your own mindset, your own mind vibration. That's why you can attract the miracle. Miracle doesn't mean the strange things, okay? When you read this sutra, you are governed by laws of God. In this world, we are governed by laws of this earth. I mean, three-dimensional world. But when you read it, you can polish your soul and get into the heavenly world temporarily, so that you can get higher vibration. That means you can become a higher existence when you read it through. That's why the miracle means, miracle does not mean strange thing. Miracle means you are governed by laws of God. You are now the angel. That's why you can get miracle. So, beyond the rule of this world. So, this is the conclusion of today. So, please practice this one sincerely. And then understand and contemplate on this. And now I will give you a time to contemplate on this sutra. Okay? I will read first part, second part, and the third part. Then please read not out loud, but inside, silently in your mind. And please contemplate on the meaning of this sentence. Okay, thank you very much. This concludes today's session. Thank you very much.